Maybe don't listen to this episode if you want that PhD.
I thought you were dead.
Sun out of your eyes and be yourself.
Heard you were dead.
She's dead, wrapped in plastic.
That man's dead back there.
It was worse than dead. He must be dead. Is this a dead man, Doctor?
Oh, God! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Good morning. Welcome back to the Roast Mortem Podcast. I'm Tom.
Good night. I'm Travis.
And a sexy mid-afternoon to you as well. I am your Cody for the evening. I said afternoon, evening. I fucked it.
Hell yeah, we're timeless. It's all good.
Exactly. You can listen to us when you wake up. You can listen to us when you're eating your spaghetti. You can listen to it as you die.
Roast mortem, 100% guarantee. These people will stay dead.
Definitely listen to us when you're making love.
Yeah.
Like, we will raise your sperm count if you're trying to make babies 300%.
What's the sexiest episode you got to recommend to our viewers right now?
Secret bonus episode where we talk about grapes for 3 hours.
Ooh.
Yeah, we just kind of describe grapes in a matter-of-fact way. There's no humor in it.
No, it's serious.
It takes a serious turn from red to white.
I see what you've done.
Oh. So, how's everyone's week, dogs?
Good.
Yeah, I'm just tired, like every other week.
Yeah. Got this sick seasonal affective disorder with the 4:50 sundowns. I love it.
Dude, it is so cool that it gets dark so soon.
Why? What are you doing? What do you need the darkness for, Travis?
I'm a vampire.
You're a Vancouver vampire?
I'm Vancouver.
All right, you should know what the word is.
But like hobbits live in the Shire, I'm Van Shire, of the Shire.
You're a van, a cold, dark van in a very south place.
Yeah, dog. I don't need the sun. The sun's stupid. It burns my eyes.
That's true.
I can't
look at it.
Sunglasses.
Stop looking at it like that.
I always need sunglasses.
I know.
I shouldn't be seen without sunglasses.
I got these thick Filipino eyelashes.
All right. So,
Okay.
obviously, pretty uneventful week. So, we're going to get right to the chase. Travis, who is on the chopping slab tonight?
Tonight, we are going... Yeah, I just blew all your ears out.
this.
Tonight, we are going into uncharted roast mortem territory.
Ooh.
You guys ready for this? You guys ready for something new?
I'm listening.
Where are we going?
We're going to be roasting a boy from the Crusades.
Crusades.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was 90% assholes,
Holy
if I'm
stab
correct.
time.
Yes.
Look at my shirt, my red shirt.
We
my
are...
white and red shirt. Look at the cross.
In here.
Yes, right.
Do you know that the white and red represent when Jesus has his first period?
No.
Yeah, it was just after he started to shave his beard.
Yeah.
That's why everything. That's why you could take a fish and turn it into 19.
Like, you know how they didn't write about like a big chunk of Jesus' life?
Yeah.
Do you think that's when he like had a really bad like fashion style? Like he was rocking a goatee.
Oh no,
like,
that was
had
the
those
DMC
Jenkos
takedown.
on.
Well, I think he had a YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and they just deleted everything. Because he said fucks one too many times.
Oh no, demonetized Jesus.
Don't know what's good for you folks.
All right,
money.
So we are roasting Thomas de Marle.
All right.
Thomas de Marle.
He's the Lord of Coucy.
Coucy.
And yeah, we're going to be slathering the shit out of the late 11th century and 12th century.
Slathering?
Slathering it.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
I'm in.
Got it.
What do you guys know about the Crusades? Besides that they all ate croutons.
Well, they're all about Jesus-loving folk. Am I right?
Yeah.
You want to take a little bit from there, Cody? Give it back to me. See if we can tag team this.
Jesus-loving folk that didn't appreciate some other folk that didn't particularly love Jesus.
I mean,
It was an imaginary friend war, wasn't it?
you guys are like basically like historians with master's degrees.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
That's why we do this show.
That's it. Well, we're going to get into a lot about what the Crusades was.
Yes.
And shit like that. But let's jump into this Thomas boy.
Thomas Boy.
Thomas Boy.
Yeah.
Thomas de Marle.
Before we can jump into this roasted asparagus snail-eating fiend, let's talk about the nutsacks that he descended from. You know, his lineage.
Very important.
Yeah. So the Lord of Coucy, or the Lords of Coucy, were a medieval lordship in northern France. the place that they resided was Coucy-le-Château, Afrique.
Afrique.
Got one of these episodes lined up. Dewey Travis.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to try my best at Francais.
So knights in shining armor and also boas.
Chevaliers.
Yeah, they just rocked. These guys were kind of a little slow. They didn't get the memo on swords. They just rocked baguette on their side.
All equally deadly.
Well, I mean, you find someone.
You file that to like a point. Ooh.
Just wait till it's like 3 hours old, and then it turns into a rock hard dildo.
Yeah, and if it's still fresh, you can go for that Mortal Kombat friendship, where like instead of killing the guy, you just like, hey, baguette.
True, yeah. No one can say no.
Friendship.
And then you throw their Jewish ass down the stairs.
What do you mean, Atkins diet?
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get very much into that,
Yeah, I
dog.
jumped ahead.
All right, so this Afrique place or whatever is in Picardy. If you know anything about Francais,
Picardy.
yeah,
Like Captain Jean-Luc
Jean-Luc.
Picard?
Yeah. They were Normans, which means they were originally Vikings.
That was like a
And
slur.
what?
Normans.
The Normans. They were Vikings that came into France, fucked shit up, banged a bunch of French people, assimilated into French culture.
Right,
Modus
and all,
operandi.
and all had a real thing for accounting,
Oh, yeah.
as Normans do.
This is Norman. Norman.
Norman from accounting. Well,
The lineage of this lordship spanned from 1035 to 4000 CE.
C what? BCE.
AD.
Common
AD.
era.
Common era, dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm doing my learning. I'm trying to figure it out.
I like this. It's an experience for all of us.
So when Thomas was born into the baronship, because they're also barons, lords, barons, kind of interchangeable.
The sexy folk.
His lineage as lords was only around for 38 years. So pretty fresh young lords.
New lords.
New lord.
On the block.
Right. So granddaddy did it. He started it. Basically.
Yeah. How you're getting at it. I was saying, how do you think they got said lordship?
Yeah. Granddaddy did it.
Granddaddy did it, but how?
He probably found another. What would you call it? Like a regime?
A regime.
Overtaking a lordship.
Yeah, he stole it from other lords.
Yeah. Other lords.
Perfect. I was going to say, he turned the most people inside out that didn't agree with him.
And before you get all sensitive about this, listeners, those lords probably stole it from other lords.
Yeah, they're all dicks.
It's
Yeah.
feudal. It's feudal.
Feudal dicks.
All right, so his grandpappy, first lord of Coucy, was a guy named Drew of Boves.
Drew of Boves.
And Drew is spelled Dreux, but it's like Drew.
Oh,
Drew.
no.
Drew.
That's a 2018 name.
Yeah, dog.
That's not how Drew Carey spells it.
I like him. He's trying.
He's there.
He's good.
He's not round anymore. Not funny.
He stole Castle Coucy from Albric. Just another dude, like we were saying.
Is he coming back into the story at
No,
any point?
he's dead.
Don't worry about
Don't
that.
even need to
Yeah,
mention that
right.
boy.
Yeah.
He's as hell stupid French idiot.
Flash in the pan.
Yeah. Now, the way that power was distributed in France was the more land you own, the more garlic you can grow. And the more garlic you grow, the bigger your dick was. Which is still a thing that they celebrate today.
Garlic dick, eh?
Yeah, garlic dick.
All right. Oh, I assume
true.
Italians to be the garlic boner people, but no, these are Frenchmen?
These are French. They love their garlic.
Can you explain this like you gave a shit for 1 second?
I am! That is how it works.
Was
over
it
there.
actually garlic was the high yielding crop of the time? Or are you just saying that?
Is garlic some kind of aphrodisiac?
You know what? They probably like garlic. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
dog.
but garlic you
also-
don't need that much of to really introduce it to any recipe.
Ooh,
I would think like other produce, perhaps potatoes or
have
cabbage,
those.
something there. The French never had a
I
potato.
feel like I'm still using my grandmother's garlic cloves from that fucking old net.
That's my point.
Well, I'm saying a garlic is like a pearl that you find and you keep for centuries.
Okay.
And you grow it.
It spoils incredibly.
All right. Garlic futures. Whatever.
All right, so these garlic boys. Anyway, garlic boys. This Drew motherfucker dies. And his son, Enguerrand, Another weird fucking name that I had to look up.
Angehon.
I literally wrote here, Angehorn.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever makes it work.
Yeah.
He takes over Coucy, and now he's swinging that garlic. He's fucking
Got
rolling
that
in
garlic
that
dick.
He marries Adele de Mar.
It's a normal name.
Yeah,
I guess
Adele.
She likes garlic and
Yeah.
dicks, apparently.
She poops out 3 babies.
A lot of dicks.
Our boy Thomas,
Great.
Beatrix, and Robert.
Okay.
Now, you see, Angeon was a dude that kind of really couldn't keep his dick in his pants.
Oh.
He's banging everyone.
Okay, yeah.
Flying around, dude.
Waluigi of France.
Yeah. And same thing with Adele. She's throwing her puss everywhere.
Wow, infidelitus.
Nice prehensile puss.
Yeah, dog. So Angreon talks to the Archbishop of Lone and divorces Adele, because why the hell not?
Yeah, we're French. We're obviously kissing other people's lips.
Yeah, I mean,
Move along.
It was a big deal back then. Divorce wasn't as like, it's got a fucking divorce, this broad.
So he fast-tracked it.
He fast-tracked it by going straight to the bish.
It wasn't exactly as New Jersey as we picture it now.
Hey, I could be killing you here, but I'm just asking you to take a hike with half of my stuff.
Yeah, my ex-wife Tanya, she's a big pain in the ass. Let me tell you something about how we divorced. I said, you know what? I'm done with yous. Okay? Next time you talk to me, I'm not going to be married to yous. I'm taking a Ford Windstar. I'm taking one of the 3 kids, and we're going to go, and we're going to have a good time. I'm going to run the hot dog stand, and you can get off my ass, Tanya. You understand? That's what divorce has become.
Well, he took his fucking Cutlass. He didn't drive, what would you say?
Windstar.
Windstar. He drove a Cutlass. He took his Cutlass over to his neighbors after the divorce, over to his neighboring baron, Godfrey Nemon, and married and was kind of chatting up his wife, Sybil.
Oh.
Sybil.
Chatting up the wife, Sybil. at
Nothing
this
good
party.
ever comes from a Sybil.
No, look at Faulty Towers.
Whoa.
So Sybil was actually preggers at the time. Oh. So he's chatting her up at this banquet, and Godfrey claims that he kidnapped her, brought him back to his, castle, and married her. Now, the one thing I see with that, though, is that, like, she was with him the rest of his life, and there was never any, like, descent or anything, like, no poison or anything like that.
Oh, he kidnapped me.
So I think just Angeon just had, like, big-ass dong,
And the other guy was a cuck.
and the other guy was a little dick bone.
All right.
He played to be mad, like, oh, my wife. What are we going to do? And, like, First General's like, well, let's get over there and take it back.
Kind of like how Bowser kidnaps Peach, right? Like, he takes her once, and then you rescue her, and then you see she's not chained or in a cage or fucking anything. She's just there, like, oh, hey, Mario, thanks for rescuing me. And you're just like, come on. Could we not have met in the middle of this dungeon? Let's go.
Yeah, true.
Wait, who's the Peach with the big titties that looks like Bowser?
How's that?
Oh,
How do
yeah.
I know that?
That's sexual, dog.
It's a rule of 34s.
And also, Mario is a common name in France, too. So that does apply to what we're talking about regionally.
Yeah, it's all related.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So in 1073, that's when Thomas fell into the world. Just rolled right out of Adele.
Just tucked and rolled. Like it was like from a moving boxcar. Welcome to the world. Hello, world. This is gravel in your forehead.
So he was born into this world of wife stealing and divorcing and warring your neighbors because this whole stealing Sybil thing started what we'd call a private war between the two barons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So gossip
Yeah.
and drama, not
Stabbing.
necessarily an actual war.
No. Gossiping and drama, but then you also get all your boys, knights, and kill people.
Yeah, well, it's like when you have a party and then your neighbor's having a party and someone starts throwing oranges over the fence.
Yeah, and you look down and you're like, who brought the Faygo? And you just turn around and there's like 4 painted faces. And it's just like, oh, no.
Let's play skate. Let's do it.
That's a great way to resolve any issue.
Yeah,
Just
play skate even though none of you have skateboarded in about 10 years.
Twisted ankles for days.
Yeah, dude. But
Tape them up.
Thomas, as heir of Coucy lordship, was trained in the affairs of nobility and knighthood, which meant that Thomas was expected to uphold a noble code called habitus.
Okay.
Now you thought I was going to say chivalry.
I
but
did.
chivalry was not a thing yet, and habitus was the precursor to chivalry.
Habitus.
Yeah.
So chivalry's not dead.
So it's a great.
Habitus is alive.
Habitus is alive.
So it's a father of chivalry.
Yes.
Now, how if you could attach one adjective to this father, what would you do? How is it unlike chivalry?
He's like the father you haven't seen since you were 12.
Right.
And he just kind of shows up and he tells you, "You're fucking up," and then fucks off.
Drives away in the Ford Windstar.
Exactly.
More than one word, but you used all of them keenly.
Listen, I know I took Theodore over here, but you other kids are all right, so keep it up. Except you, Martin. Keep it up extra.
All right, no, but habitus was basically an uncodified code that knights followed.
All right. What are you talking about here?
Right. So, like, whereas chivalry, there was a written, like, list of laws.
It's in stone.
Yeah. It's written in stone.
Okay.
But habitus is more like, you guys should maybe do these things.
Oh, it's a suggestion book.
Yeah. And if you didn't follow it, the church and other nobles were going to think you're a dickhead.
It's like the first part of the Old Testament where God is ruling everyone and doesn't give many rules until Moses.
Right.
Even though he floods the whole earth for not following his rules, but he never put it down on paper until 400 years later.
And those poor people are like, what the hell am I doing wrong?
What's going on here?
I just touched my pee-pee.
My neighbor's a cactus.
I like gold cows. Why?
Next thing you know it, you're just salt. You're just a big old salt, black salt.
Yeah.
Salt.
All right, so I'm going to go into, because this habitus thing plays a lot into our boy. So I'm going to go into the 6 rules of habitus that weren't written down, but keep in mind.
That's a short list, motherfucker.
Here's a
Hearsay.
list of things.
Yeah.
It's a short list.
Rule 1, don't talk about habitus. Rule 2.
Okay, you can't
Don't talk
burn
about
through.
happiness.
There's only 6. You can't go through them like that. You can't waste them.
Rule 3, smoke weed every day. Rule 4, dank nose 420.
Can you imagine just like
Rule 5, that weird S we used to draw in school.
Can you imagine if Travis just like somehow gets to like counterfeit only one of like the golden the stone tablets given to Moses?
Jeez, yeah.
What would I do? I'd be like,
You get 5.
On the seventh day, we will have spaghetti.
No, you got to
That's
make
not
it.
the tablet.
What? Oh yeah, that's the Jesus story in the beginning.
That's Genesis.
Oh yeah, that's Genesis, dog.
I'm glad you're here for this because I didn't know. I would have let him continue, but thank God.
I know the first half pretty well.
Yeah, fuck onto your neighbors like you want to get fucked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't leave your trash on the street. Too much.
All right, so rule number 1 is loyalty. You got to serve your lord or king.
You a
Easy,
bitch ass.
whatever.
Be a bitch ass.
Yeah, you have a boss. Listen to him.
Listen to him.
I'd do that.
Number 2 is forbearance, which means knight must have self-control towards other warriors and the court of his lord.
I'll agree with that.
All right, so you're on the same team.
Yeah, just don't be a dick.
No infighting.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Okay.
Chill.
good.
So far, so good.
Next one, hardihood,
What?
which means a knight must be physically fit and constantly hard.
Okay.
A rugged boy.
I would have thought that they must have full knowledge of the Hardy Boys series.
I was gonna say Ed Hardy. The shitty Ed Hardy clad.
Must have sick tattoos.
Well, you know that underneath their little robes with the little red cross, he just Ed Hardy shirts.
Oh,
Underneath that male dude, woo!
I love it. And their horses had truck nuts, so the horses looked like they had 2 sets of balls.
You know what? I could believe like old coat of arms. Just like the fucking Ed Hardy idiot of the village, just like making them like, yeah, I want to see this on the lower back of a mixed race child.
Oh boy. Number 4 is largesse. Largesse. It's apparently an English word. It's not French, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
Largesse. Okay.
But that just basically means you got to be generous in bestowing money and gifts to others.
I like that
That's
rule.
a good rule.
It's
Yeah.
a Santa Claus.
Oh my God! Shut up, Cody. That was good.
You can't make me.
That
leave.
is.
I just got that. Oh, Santa, but he's got claws on.
Shut up. I'm happy with Cody. I'm really disappointed in you in the last 30 seconds.
5th rule: the Davidic ethic.
Is this like the third, fifth rule?
No,
No. This is we're on
All right.
on track.
Davidic ethic.
So love God.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Oh, all right.
This is an ethic, an ethos that essentially you have to commit to protecting the weak and helpless.
Oh, okay.
This is
Like
fine.
David
This is
and-
all good. This is
That
good
works.
stuff.
Yeah.
This is wholesome.
Like you have to hold open the door for women.
No.
No.
That's what.
Nope.
It was a joke.
No. Well,
Yes.
yes. A whole bit on that.
Yes.
Did you get the joke?
I got the joke.
God damn it.
We're all trying tonight.
No. Number 6, which is the most bullshit one, is honor. And honor is achieved by following codes 1 through 5.
So they did waste one.
Seems a little redundant.
It's just 5.
Now, what I was gonna say.
Wait, I thought you
before-
said there were 7.
I think I said 6.
Did he say 6? Okay, sorry for the interruption.
But the thing is, in the Middle Ages, people couldn't count. You're just confusing them by tacking on a 6th rule that doesn't actually count.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you do a little list for yourself, and then the last one is just finish everything on the list.
Oh, yeah.
That's such bullshit.
Kind of implied. Idiot.
So the first one's like start list. And just,
Now, before you ruin my bit, Tom,
yeah.
on both Habitus and the Chivalric Code, there is no mention of women, horses, quests, or any type of travel. So the next time you hold the door open for some old lady and she says chivalry isn't dead, kick her cane out and say, I was holding the door because I was nice, not chivalry.
Really? So why?
I like this.
Yeah.
Why is it a misconception?
Because I think in the 18th century there was like this, or in the 19th century there's this like resurgence of like romanticizing the medieval times, and it was a whole like rescue the damsel and blah blah blah.
That makes sense with the media and Disney and you
Got to be
know, like-
one rule about rescuing bitches in the chivalry code, right?
Nope.
Not even one.
No.
I know it's mostly like combat shit, but not even one damsel thing.
No.
I never really thought about that. The chivalry thing is really insulting
What, that's saying
to
chivalry
a
isn't
man.
dead?
Just the idea of chivalry. Like the example you just used, I know it was a joke, but like what you just said, I held the door because I was being nice,
Yeah.
Right.
not because someone else told me to do it.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not a robot, you old wench.
yeah. I'm just doing this because I'm a nice person.
Yeah, fuck you.
As you
Fucking
kick her
asshole.
cane out from underneath her.
So Thomas's dad, Edgaron, I'm going to say his name all different ways.
Let's count.
Edgaron.
Edgaron?
Yeah, that's the new one.
All right,
Edgaron.
all right, Edgaron.
Edgaron.
L. Hubbard.
He was not exactly the best example of a noble following habitus, as we've kind of learned already.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, because he's oust and function.
Yeah, he's fucking banging around, not listening to his navies. All right, so little Thomas,
Thomas.
not
Yes.
you, Tom. Tommy is like, yo, I'm gonna learn all these night things. I'm gonna be a good boy. Try to be following all those 5 codes and the 6th code. That's just all the 5 codes.
Right, the 5 code, and they're like, hey, follow the 6th code. It's like, you know it.
Gold
Quick
star.
Got them all.
Quick recap, just to be a little specific for Drinky Poo Cody. Whose knights are these? What country's knights are these? These are French knights?
Francais. Northern
knights.
France.
Northern French knights. Gotcha.
Normans. Thomas grew up with a bitter rivalry between him and his father. You see, Enguerrand had divorced Thomas's mother Adele on the grounds of adultery, but neither one of them were innocent.
Right, they were both throwing puss and peeing around.
Very Long Island. Very Long Island.
Abergé and Clamorgé.
I'm on your wavelength, right? I got you.
Yeah, dog.
I got you.
So Enguerrand kept toying around and openly like saying that Thomas was not his child, that Adele had been knocked up by someone like a jester or a stable boy or some shit, and Thomas was his illegitimate son.
You see how funny my son is? It's obviously a jester's son. He's very funny.
Look at him jug. Look at him juggle.
Juggling around.
Dance boy.
Do it with your feet now.
Thomas was like, fuck you, Dad. I'm going to take my mom's name, Marle.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So he went by Thomas de Marle instead of Bove, I think was Enguerrand's name.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
And so he ran the lands of the Marle family, and he controlled those lands instead of the Coucy lands that his father controlled.
All right.
Although there was a king of France in the late 1000s, it was Philip I. France was hardly united. As I mentioned before, Enguerrand and Godfrey had this private war going on, right?
Okay.
That was all over the place. All the barons and lords had these private wars trying to grab land from each other and expand their territory.
Yeah,
Right.
land
Petty
grabbing.
stuff. Trailer park fighting.
Exactly.
That's
You imagine,
boring.
you imagine northern France is just a bunch of trailer parks.
Why'd you move my fence? Why'd you move my fence this way? I cannot fit my swimming pool next to my trailer now.
Bottle kids.
Bottle
God.
kids.
Yeah.
So Thomas was torn between the Marles and the Cousys, his father and his mother. At times he was fighting against his father, but at other times he was fighting with his father to defend the land and wealth, mainly because he was still going to inherit that shit.
Right. Okay.
All right.
So
That
it's
makes
like-
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, he's like,
lazy.
fuck you, Dad. I'm gonna fucking kill your bros.
Fuck you, Dad. I'm totally going to work for the family company. Fuck you, Dad.
Watch this.
I'm going to be foreman on this job that you told me to do it on.
He's like a rich kid that wants to become like a DJ or something.
Yeah.
But then he's gonna fall back to like the plumbing business.
Which is totally normal.
yeah.
That's like very regular because when you're young, you're aspiring to do stuff, but also you don't want to kill Jews as much as these people do.
Foreshadowing.
Oh, you see,
Awkward.
It's normal, dog.
Snor-
It's normal.
Snorm.
It's normal for Normans.
All this warring in his late teens and early 20s taught Thomas a very valuable lesson about medieval war tactics. Pillaging and destruction gives you more land, more money, and cripples your enemy.
Oh,
So you should do it.
Yeah,
that's a win-win-win.
get in there.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Talking like this a lot of time. Yeah, I'm talking like this.
I know, even though we're talking about French people.
How you doing? Oui.
Yeah, oui.
Spaghettis.
Omelette du fromage.
Yeah, something different. You want an egg on that? Of course you do.
Shit.
That's what they do in Gay Paris.
I got
you know
some
what
butter.
I
I got some eggs. Like I smoke a cigarette too. Maybe I don't know. Look this way. Let's see what happens.
So all this warring's going on in France. We know that. But in 1095, Pope Urban II
Whoa.
in Italy, where they talk like how we've been talking,
Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's exactly the
Wow.
truth, but kind of.
in Roma.
Yeah, Roma, Italy. It's my family. They're from there. They're from Sicilian and they're also the Roma. Both sides.
Both sides.
I'm on a peninsula. I'm on my own damn island. Leave me the fuck alone.
All right, so Pope Urban, who's actually French too, so he can. Pope Urban II receives an ambassador from the Byzantine Emperor Alexios I Komnenos, something in Greek.
Great.
Yeah.
Now there's Greek stuff.
Now there's Greek stuff. So this ambassador tells the Pope that the Muslim Seljuk Turks had taken Anatolia and was fucking the Byzantine Empire shit up.
Damn.
Yeah, Seljuk Turks. So, Pope Urban delivers a very epic sermon and sends out all of his clergy butt boys all over Christendom.
I've never heard epic sermon before.
Yeah.
Epic sermon and sending out the butt boys.
Yeah, he sends out his clergy butt boys, delivers this epic sermon that was pretty much saying, he's calling all men, rich or poor, to come and defend the Holy Land and defend Christianity as a whole.
Christianity's
All right.
whole. Let's defend Christianity's whole.
Defend it.
This is what he said. I, or rather the Lord, beseech you as Christian heralds to publish this everywhere and to purse all people, whether rank foot soldier and knight, rich and poor, to carry aid promptly to those Christians and to destroy the vile race from the lands of our friends. I say this to those who are present. It is meant for also for those who are absent. Moreover, Christ commands it.
All right.
Okay,
So
let's unpack.
basically, what's going on is we got a little Martin Luthering happening.
Yeah.
Which, if you haven't heard that episode, you should probably go back and listen to it. Talk a lot about buttholes. But, also just this kind of stuff.
95 feces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, so it's going to get dark.
Yeah.
As we predicted before.
Oh, we're getting dark. He's calling all the Christians out to fight these, in his words, vile,
Okay.
Crusaders.
The total fucking coin toss right now. Is the vile race the Jews or the Arabs?
It's the Seljuk Turks, which are Muslim.
Okay, there you
Yeah,
go. There's a coin. It was one or the other, baby.
If there's anything you know about the Crusades, you probably know it was the Christians and the Muslims.
Yes.
Right.
The Jews got poked around a
The
little
Jews
bit.
got poked a lot more in the Spanish Inquisition, dwindling their numbers, seriously. Mm-hmm. Jews never really settled anywhere in mass the way Muslims or
They got
Christians did.
cardio.
Right.
The religion never spread. So, yeah, they got a lot of shit, but when it comes to actually war, like a crusade, that wasn't really the case.
They're like, where are we going for these guys?
Yeah, they'd kill a Jew on the way, but it was on the way to kill, an actual Turkish Empire,
Got it. Okay,
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the Pope Urban actually makes this a BOGO deal, right?
Great. Ooh.
So he's like, yo, first of all, you're going to be defending Christians. And then he says, all who die by the way, whether by sea or by land, or against pagans, shall have immediate remission of sins. This I grant them through the power of God with which I am invested.
Well, that's not English.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's
not English.
It's 1,000-year-old English. But basically what he's saying, if you go and fight these dickheads, me, through the power of God, will wipe your sins.
Absolve any sins.
Yep.
Which is kind of like a different form of, what would they call it? The
Indulgences.
Yeah, the indulgences. It was like that for poor people.
Right.
Hey, you can't pay up. You're our army now.
Get poked a few times by the sword.
And you could rape as much as you want on the way. You could steal as much as you want on the way. Because I got you, dog. I got you. And guess who else got you? God. He got you.
God! What, boys? Go tell them all!
Yeah. Spread the word and spread them cheeks.
Oh.
Let me get inside and take a peek.
Is that a limerick?
No, it's some gay Christian shit, which is very normal.
He even came up with a snappy little catchphrase. God wills it!
Oh,
God
he's
will-
that boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
God wills it!
Classy.
Yeah. This was the start of the first crusade. There's a few of them. This is the OG one. This is A New Hope.
Okay.
So,
How wrong, Travis?
Of all these sagas you could have used,
that's true. But
use
it's
the
the
title
first one.
of the worst one.
Deathly Hollows. That would have been
Anything.
good.
Or, yeah, what?
Yo, but I'm just saying that, you could go back to the Brobo, man. I don't know. Fucking episode 1, Phantom Menace is I don't know, when fucking they put all the animals in the ship.
Fine.
Crusade hopeful. That's a good adjective for Travis.
Yeah, we got a man and a whale and also Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah. Jar Jar Binks was on that fucking boat, dude. He was on Noah's Ark. And if you go down to Arkansas or Kansas or wherever the fuck it is, Alabama, where they built that giant ark.
Did they build another one?
No, it's like a full-scale, what they think could fit
got
all
ruined,
the animals
didn't it?
on the earth.
Oh, well, sounds like it was made by a bunch of retarded bumpkins.
Yep.
Cool.
But you'll see Jar Jar Binks on that ship. That's what I was trying to get at.
Right. Scotch type hair.
It's the same size, but it won't float.
So, I mean, the First Crusades. What a better... could you think of a better father-son bonding road trip for Thomas and Engaron? I mean, they're going to go to the Holy Land for some righteous slaughter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bond.
Daddy barbecue.
Blood is thicker than water.
Bring your son to work day. I'd like to imagine that his father's horse and his horse were also related in a father-son way.
Oh, yeah.
So they rode side by side, just 100% bonded.
That's
a
my
weird
boy.
double date.
Yeah. Or the two horses could have been gay lovers and been kissing the whole time. Do they take female horses into battle? Is that a thing?
Probably. I
Probably
think so.
last.
I said gay
last.
lover because I just assumed that because it's only males in war that they put male animals, but I don't think that's right.
No,
actually.
but I mean, I feel like you'd probably want to bring a male horse in because if you run over someone on a horse, you want their nuts to slap them in the face while all their bones are broken.
Oh, Winnie! Yeah! Willie!
And he's adding insult to injury.
Yeah, this is fucking teabag them.
Oh, all my bones are broken in my last second of life. I'm gonna suck this dick.
It's not a suck. It's an unclean brush of the upper lip.
Yeah, ooh. Yeah, precisely. Hubbada, I'm dead.
So Thomas and his father put aside their feuds. They rally the Coucy family together and run off and join the crusade. They join an army because, like, there was different divisions of the crusade. They assembled into massive armies,
Right.
controlled by different lords and counts and whatever. Okay. So they joined the army of Amico, who was a German guy, actually, from the Rhineland. It sounds Italian, Amico.
Are we ever getting to Italy? Don't tell me. But
I'm not going to tell you.
yeah, just imagine them like one army meets another army so they can just make a bigger army. Everyone's walking around like Jesus is tight, giving fist bumps.
Red Rover, send Luigi over.
Yo, that Muhammad shit, not so tight.
You guys gotta chill.
Yo, you guys want to make pictures of him?
Have this pork chop.
Because I say we can't do that.
Can't do it. Hey, Seljuk Turks, look at this fucking smiley face I made. Mahumi.
Satire. Everything's satire.
It's all satire.
All right, so Amico was a little bit nuts. He believed, I mean, the whole crusade thing was fucking nuts. But this guy was especially nuts. He believed that Christ had appeared before him and told him that he was the chosen one that would fulfill the end of times prophecy. Revelations.
It's a lot of responsibility.
Oh, so he's a cult leader.
Kind of. Yeah. He was stirring it up. He was stirring the pot.
He's
Yeah, I
muckraking.
like that.
So Amico envisioned that he would march on Constantinople, overcome the forces, and take the title of the last emperor. And from there, he would march to Jerusalem, seize it from all the Saracens, because at the time, Saracens are Muslims. They controlled Jerusalem at the time. So he was going to come in, kill all the Muslims, and trigger the second coming of Christ.
All right, so
That's how you do it.
he goes into Constantinople, sets up a ladder match, has to grab the belt, i.e. the title.
Yeah.
He's got to put on his clothes. He's got to march around the corner to where?
To Jerusalem.
Right, and he's going to be like, Jerusalem, what's up, dogs? We got Jesus coming back here, and he's going to swing a dick at you. Get ready for it. And then Andre the Giant comes out of nowhere. He's like, I'm real big. And then that's what wrestling's about.
Wait, Andre the Giant was the second coming of Christ?
Well, I'm just going to paint that picture.
All right, dog.
I'm having fun tonight. It's fucking Tuesday, by the way.
Yeah.
We usually don't record these on Tuesdays. I'm loopy. I'm not in the...
It's good.
Yeah, maybe we should do more Tuesdays.
You look very insane right now.
I feel it. I have a
His
rough
hair's
weekend.
fucking nuts.
His hair's going through the cans all weird.
So now we know you brought up, Tom, that there's tons of fucking criminals and murderers and all these crazies joining the Crusades to get rid of their past sins.
Right.
Right? You kind of went over that.
They're drinking Monster Energy. They have Twitch streams. They're like, we'll get forgiven by God. We got this. Check it out. I'm going to play Candy Crush on Twitch. You can't stop me. I'm going to play League of Legends again and again.
Wait, is there any Twitch stream of someone playing Candy Crush?
That was a sin I came up with.
That is a sin.
Yeah, right?
There must be.
Probably.
Like Twitch, I'm so warm and cold with. You know, I'm like, it's so much garbage, but I like the platform. But if you once there's that Candy Crusher, it's dead to me. It's dead.
But okay, so we know that there's all these fucking crazies, but Thomas and his dad signed up with the dude that was literally trying to start the fucking apocalypse.
Right.
Well, thank God, like Albert Einstein was a long way away from this.
Yeah.
Chronologically, because like, what are you gonna do? You gonna kill a bunch of people by force? You're gonna bomb them.
Nuke them.
Yeah.
I like this. We need more end game oriented people in this narrative.
It would help everyone.
Yeah.
I like
We wouldn't
this.
have to do anything anymore.
So just so you guys understand the level of crazy that this dude, Amico, is bringing in. One particular group of people, a religious sect that was led by this woman called Anonyma of Cambria, I think. Canberra. I don't know.
Who cares?
Who cares? She's a crazy bitch. But her and her followers believed that the Holy Spirit lived inside of her pet goose.
I've never heard this.
She'd walk around with this goose and be like, yo, you hear that? This is the Holy Spirit, dog.
You hear that, God? Just eating carrots out of her mouth.
How do you convince?
So they would even, they put the goose on the ground, and then the group would just like follow the goose, like wherever it walked. It was like the Holy Spirit is guiding us.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ.
Were geese rare for these folk, or
Nah, I think it was a regular ass goose.
so? How do you convince folk there's your God in a goose?
I don't know. You should ask Anonymia. Anonyma.
I'm perplexed and sad and also pretty joyous at the
I'm
same time.
confuzzled. It's fascinating.
I'm just imagining a bunch of Knights of Templar in like the local park following a Canadian goose around.
That's exactly what it is.
As it eats its own shit and gets mad at them for looking at its eggs.
Why do they hate that?
I don't know. They're very protective.
Don't look at them like that. Well, I don't know if all of the knights really bought into it, because during one holiday dinner, they killed the goose and ate it.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's very Catholic of them. Body of Christ.
you want that inside you.
They crucified it first.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
They went to Home Depot. They got a staple gun. Just nailed it up. All right, let's wait 3 days. If not, we're going to eat this worm-infested
Oh,
bird.
poultry goes fast.
All right. So, Tom, you've been unintentionally doing this foreshadowing the entire time,
Wow.
but we're getting to it right now.
I love it.
So before they headed out to the Holy Land, Amicho and his Crusaders went on what was called the Rhineland Massacres.
Went on them.
Just went on
were
them.
they
No big
fun?
deal.
No big deal.
Yeah, went on them.
So the year was 1096, and Amicho led his forces towards Mainz in Germany, which was the largest European community of Jewish people. And the Jews saw a mob of Crusaders coming towards the town and were like, we know how this ends.
Yeah.
No bueno.
No bueno.
That's Yiddish.
Pack up your clarinets. Let's get out of here. Anyone who keeps their Kepler, here's my sugar.
No time to let the bread rise.
It just keeps happening, right?
So they turned to the Archbishop Ruthard, Catholic guy, and was like, hey, can you hide us in your palace? Because there's some fucking maniacs coming.
How many guest rooms?
Right.
And Ruthard, good for him, took in all the Jews and locked the gates. Kept out all the Crusaders.
Nice dude.
All right.
Nice
Need
dude.
more of those
Yeah,
guys. Not less of
yeah.
those guys. More of those guys.
Yeah, except one of his fucking asshole staff opened the gates when the Crusaders came.
Why? They knocked and he was like, I get it.
Let him in, boys.
This is a joke.
So thousands of Crusaders descended upon the hall of Ruthard's palace, where the Jews were sheltered in. They broke the bolts off the doors and proceeded in indiscriminately massacring the Jews, regardless of age or sex. They used swords, arrows, lances. The mob killed 1,100 Jews systematically over the course of 2 days.
Fuck.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Leaving they only left only a few survivors, which were either those that were able to escape the massacre or converted under duress to Christianity.
That's
So,
that's
not
very
funny.
sad shit.
Yeah.
No jokes to be made.
No jokes. I mean, but so Thomas and his dad were part of that crew that were doing that.
Okay,
Oh, lovely.
dickheads.
Yeah, okay.
Someone that witnessed the massacre, called Amicio, the chief persecutor. He showed no mercy on the elderly, on young men, young women, or infants or sucklings, nor the ill. He made the people of the Lord like dust to be trampled on, their young men put to the sword, and pregnant women ripped open.
Fuck.
Yeah, brutal. Pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah, all for a made-up dude.
Exactly. So these fuckhead Crusaders believed that they were carrying out the end of days, where the Jews would either need to convert or die. So Yeah.
The days kept going.
Yeah, we're here now, guys.
Still here. Sorry, you fucked up.
Be nice to write a letter.
Well, let's
Like,
toast. Let's toast.
yeah, well,
Let's toast
well,
to not
that's-
being
that-
in a crusade currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sláinte.
Hollywood really rubs it in those dudes' faces now. Look what Spielberg's done.
Exactly. You wouldn't have E.T.mans.
That's right. If he was right, well, we wouldn't even have the future at all.
Yeah,
if they were right.
I wouldn't like Reese's Pieces
What?
because of E.T.
Do you know the folks at ET, the production studio? They asked M&M's to let them use their candy, and they thought it was a dumb movie, so they didn't let them do it.
Really?
Yeah,
That's why Reese's Pieces are there.
Reese's Pieces are great.
yeah, but M&M's would have looked
underrated.
better for the film saturation.
True. Different colors.
Yeah, exactly. Because what's a Reese's Piece? It's brown.
Yellow.
It's yellow, which is lighter brown.
Orange.
And then orange, which is a redder brown.
Red or
Not
brown.
great.
Yeah,
Not great.
all that shit. That's not even fun.
Yeah. Another reason why they attacked these people was they needed money for their crusade. So there it is.
It's a robbery.
Yeah.
Well, the Nazis did it a few years later.
A 1,000 years later.
Yeah.
The math was the funny part
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
by
I
the
gotcha,
way.
I gotcha,
Everyone
I
else,
gotcha.
the math was the funny part, not the criminally insane zealots.
The math, the numbers were the real giggle there.
That's where the joke was.
I got it. I'm sorry. After the massacre, the army marched down the Rhine River, then onto the Danube, and followed the Danube to Hungary, where they ran out of money.
Damn.
How do you break that?
It's a lot of dollar menu.
Yeah,
Break that. It's like, oh, is that the last of the ramen?
looks like we're not making it to Jerusalem, boys.
How do you leave from a kingdom and not plan the food bit?
Ah,
Just bring some sheep with you.
yeah. Bring, put meat in your pockets.
I mean, like, people went on fantastic voyages all the time back then. Mm-hmm. And they made it from North France to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, there's a fucking pilgrim road. There people would fucking do it all the time.
So not are these warriors assholes, but they're grade A idiots.
Idiots.
You know how I solve this problem, Travis? Pepperoni hikes.
Yeah, dude. For real, dog.
It's just you eat as
But
you
I
go.
wouldn't want to give them the secret of pepperoni hikes because they're assholes.
Sending all those warriors' grandmothers to walk to Jerusalem first with hundreds of pounds of pepperoni.
Unarmed.
To staple it to trees.
Yeah.
Wow.
But don't tell them that.
Don't forget the peanut butter cup at the end.
Yeah. That's in Jerusalem.
They're all in.
That's where Jesus was.
All roads lead to Rome. All peanut butter and pepperoni hikes lead to Jerusalem.
Wow, I didn't realize I was being converted to Christianity when I was going on those hikes.
Well, you are now.
Look at you.
All right, so once they were in Hungary, Amicho's army was hacked down by the Hungarians.
Yeah.
So, didn't really do too good.
Yeah.
You could kill defenseless people, but once you're in an actual fight.
Yeah. The bully against the actual Karate Kid
Yeah.
didn't do too well.
Gotta stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta not be hacked.
The army was split up, and Amicho gave up on his prophecy and returned home.
Who needs prophecy?
Yeah.
Gonna go home and play some goddamn Red Dead. Yeah.
As for Thomas and Engrayon, it was unclear whether they continued on to the Holy Land or went home. But what we do know is at some point while they were traveling, they came across a small group of Muslim warriors. It was like them, and the other Coucy family.
Were they just tough guying each other? Did they fight? What's up?
So the Coucy men looked at each other and were like, we are going to go fight these dudes, but we need a coat of arms. So they took off their squirrel-trimmed cloaks
Great.
and shredded them into 6 pieces and used them as a makeshift banner so the Muslims could recognize who's going to kill them. I don't know. No one else was looking.
I don't know why that's so important.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you. Look at this.
It's really not.
But anyway, they ran up against these unsuspecting Muslims and defeated them. And that style, those squirrel cloaks became their coat of arms.
I bet you in their diaries, those squirrels all of a sudden turned to bears.
Yeah. This one's name was Teddy.
Yeah.
This one was Pooh.
He was ferocious.
This was Corduroy.
Several hours of battling to overcome this demon.
This is the Coucy coat of arms.
What you got?
Not really anything like squirrels.
That's a lot of that's some good clip art, Travis. go to the coat of arms now.
Well, that's 13 butt plugs sitting on 3 shelves. That's all that is.
It's like that optical illusion. Are you seeing the butt plugs in the blue or the white, Tom?
I'm seeing them in the blue because I've seen more blue butt plugs than I have seen white ones.
I just get a lot of transparent ones with gems on the end.
I feel like white butt plugs will just come out brown, so that's why they don't make them white.
Yeah.
You want something that will mask a little bit of that instant, all right, maybe I'm not going to look at this the second I pull it out.
Yeah, mulch-scented butt plugs.
I'm already doing my best to avoid the smell.
Yeah, just you got to hold it out there.
That's mulch? Okay.
So, did this father-son crusade outing do its magic? Were they buds now?
I mean, I thought you were going to say, like, are the Jews still alive? It's like, no, the Jews are dead. The magic
No.
So you're saying, did they get to talk about the birds and bees and
Yeah.
and all that?
Like, they made a
Father-son
coat
stuff?
of arms. They got to talk about dicks touching vaginas and shit. And, like, pal over it.
Dad's just like, this is my favorite Who album. You got to listen to it on the horses.
It's like doing arts and crafts with your son. Of course you're going to talk about plowing broads.
Yeah. All right, I see you built a pretty cool house here, but why don't we put like a DirecTV dish on it?
I got this Playboy mag. I didn't give it to you. Don't tell your mother.
The squirrel trim girly mag.
So you're asking if the two of them bonded after this experience?
Yeah, like, were they pals?
I'm going to say yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
No?
Nah. So Thomas returns. Thomas and his dad return. He's now 29 years old. He returns and quickly marries Ida Hainaut. And through this marriage, he gets a fortified castle, Montagu, in Laon.
Montagu.
I don't.
Not Montague.
Yeah.
No, Montagu.
Are you sure? 'Cause
I listened to the French pronunciation, and it's Montagu.
All right, you just could you at least for a second tell me pronunciation?
Pronunciation.
I'm
You
not gonna-
understand how
no.
this man pronounces things? You understand how he pronounces Montagu?
It's Montagu. It's not Montague. It's Montagu. That's what I'm calling it. It's like a mountain of goo.
All right, well, maybe don't listen to this episode if you want that PhD.
In language.
Yeah, language.
Language
history.
PhD.
History stands.
Yeah, Travis, what does your patented PhD actually stand for?
I don't know. It stands for like Justice and Ninja Turtles episodes.
I was asking. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so more on them creeping up on Montagu.
Yeah, so he gets this castle because he marries this broad.
Yeah.
Free
What was her name
castle.
again? Ira?
Ida.
Ida.
So he marries Ida. And when he gets this castle, doesn't really make the neighboring barons very happy. They feel a little bit threatened by his presence in the area.
Dude, this new dude's playing like that Kiss album over and over again. Like super fucking loud. And he's always yelling at his wife.
Ida! I want to rock and roll all night, you know that?
You fucking suck, bitch!
That was Ida.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You fucking blow! Well, their hunches, the neighboring barons' hunches were right because Thomas was raising an army in his old new castle.
I see.
Is that big of a castle?
It's a huge castle.
All right.
Most castles were bigger than the average human house today.
Really?
Like, it's bigger than a double wide.
Fascinating.
Everything's just bigger. It's like a Shaquille O'Neal style house is the average castle back then.
Wow.
It's big.
It's a big.
It's pretty big.
So, with the help of Thomas's own father, several barons in the surrounding area build a palisade around the castle, trying to starve out Thomas.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no one comes out.
No one comes out.
No one comes out until you get these goddamn Buicks off your front lawn.
And stop playing that goddamn Kiss album.
Leave it alone! That was my grandma's Buick!
But somehow, Thomas was able to just slip right out of the castle. They didn't do a very
Slippery
good job.
boy.
Yeah, we have 13 people outside of your house.
And off in the woods, Thomas gathers 700 knights. Knights, not regular peasants.
Not deer.
What are they in tree houses in the fucking wood? What is it?
I don't know.
What are the knights?
You just like get 700 mercenary knight boys.
Are they Ewoks? Are they lepers?
They were Ewoks.
Damn.
Ewok
Oh,
knights.
those
they're-
don't
I guess,
count for shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's only like 350 knights.
Not even.
That's
Really?
like that
Yeah, that's
question: would you rather fight one duck-sized horse or 100-sized duck horses?
I don't know. I've thought about that question.
It's a stinger.
I want to fight the 100 of the small things.
Duck-sized horses.
Yeah, dog.
Just remember every time you ran away from a goose when you were a child.
Fuck, you're right.
Yeah. Think about that shit.
You know how much glue you can get from duck-sized horses? 100 of them?
Lots.
Like 3 bottles of that Elmer
Yeah, I
shit.
was gonna say.
So Thomas has these knights, right? And the barons were like, wow, that's a lot of knights.
From nowhere.
Yeah. So they ask him, they're like, hey, Thomas, sorry about that palisade. Can we just, like, take it back? Because, like, we spent a lot of money on it. And you could just go back to your castle.
Yeah, go in there.
Come on.
And Thomas was like, nope. And fucked up the palisade, went back into his castle, and, like, fortified it.
Jesus
What
Christ.
do you mean he fucked up the palisade? He, like, vandalized it?
Well, basically, I gotta explain. A palisade is, like, basically a wall around the castle. So...
All right, okay.
So, like, they're like, hey, we're going to build a wall outside the castle walls so nothing can come in or out. So he, instead of, like, them just, like, breaking it down and taking it away, he, like, burnt the shit out of it and, like, attacked and killed people on the palisade.
Right. No one tells me to move the Buick that's on the lawn. And now every single one of my 700 knights is going to be fixing a lawnmower while you're trying to wake up in the morning to go to work and picking up turnips and whatever the fuck it is you do, you idiots.
Call Hoa. I don't care.
In 1116, and this is the last time I need to say his name, Enguerrand dies.
Thank God.
Yeah!
What did he do? He fell off a king?
I don't know. He just died.
Just a really tall king and a botched piggyback ride.
Whoa!
It was a good day.
Did you fall on your neck into glass? Oh.
Thomas, despite having literally waged war against his father, inherits his land and wealth. So now he is the Lord of Coucy, and he also owns the Marle ancestral homeland.
All right, so he's moving up in the world.
Yeah, he's got a lot of land now.
That's power.
Yeah.
But Thomas wants more land.
What land does he want now?
There's only so much, you fuck!
He wants to drink your milkshake. He wants to suck
It's mine, though.
that garlic out of your land.
Oh, no.
What?
He's making an omelet.
He's cracking eggs?
He's cracking eggs. He wants more land for the garlic.
You need to crack eggs to make an omelet.
The more garlic you have, the better tasting your uncircumcised schmegma is.
I don't know if that's true.
Garlic does kind of give a nice kick to everything.
Including your
But,
smegma.
yeah, schmegma is like, you're going to need a lot of garlic.
Yeah. So when Thomas becomes a proper lord of France,
Can taste it still.
when Thomas becomes a proper lord of France, like as I mentioned, there's a king of France. All the shit's going on, but there still is a king of France.
Right.
The king of France at the time was Louis VI,
Right.
also known as Louis the Fat.
What's going on
Was he
here?
like that kind of fat that like was so fat that he looked like the way he moved his legs looked like he had scuba gear on all the
the
time?
waddle.
Like, yeah.
It's funny you mention that because he was a warrior king, so he would go into battle with his troops. But by the time that he reached 40, he got so fat that with his armor on, he just kind of waddled into battle.
Okay. All right, that's fine. That's called the tank build, right, Travis?
Yeah.
You're supposed to absorb the shit with the tank build.
Well, that only works in video games. I'm afraid to tell you so.
Yeah, that's
a little speed never hurt anybody.
Yeah.
In fact, it's probably saved some lives.
So Louis's main aspiration as king was to clean up France from all the tyrannical barons and unite the lordship under the king.
And eat 100 wings a day.
And eat 100 fucking Buffalo Wild Wings.
Bone
a day.
in?
Yeah.
Bone in?
Bone in. Dude, well,
Because
also...
they're just chicken nuggets if it's bone out.
And some Michelob Ultralight to watch his figure.
It's important. It's very important.
So basically, he's like, y'all fucking stop fighting. I'm the king. I'm going to kick your ass if you don't knock it off. Listen to me. Now give me food, dog.
hold on.
Give me a double cheeseburger, son.
I feel like the truth dropped off viciously somewhere in that statement.
That's how he talked. He was Louis the Fat.
Son,
Boy.
deliver my dominoes and then turn your ass around. Stop all this yelling.
Don't forget the garlic. That's how you know you're doing good.
So Louis was concerned about Thomas. He believed that he was the worst kind of warmonger and represented a threat to France's people, church, and lands.
He's got to go.
But unfortunately, Louis was busy fighting the French's most mortal enemy, the English.
How can you not?
Yeah!
You're the French. It's your job to fight English people. Any of you French people that own any Beatles CDs, you're traitors, you fuckheads.
Throw it out for some Yell albums.
Yeah, right?
Do some tectonic dancing.
Come on, make it happen.
It's good stuff.
So Thomas seizes his opportunity while Louis is preoccupied fighting the English.
Got it.
And invades Laon, Reims, and Amiens.
What are those?
Those are French towns.
Okay.
And areas.
That could have been prostitutes. I don't know.
They all had very distinct cheeses that tasted exactly the same.
What?
No, there's notes of oak in this one, hazelnut in that one, and wine in this one.
And they all tasted like creamy of underfoot.
Got that underfoot taste. Aftertaste.
Garlic schmegma. That's what you're aiming for when
garlic
you look for cheese.
schmegma and underfoot. This is a good episode for the olfactory.
That's right. We should have a
Wait, the old Cheesecake Factory?
Oral Factory. We should have a scratch and sniff card for this episode that we'll put out in 3 years from now when we have any money.
It was said that he devoured the lands like a raging wolf. He burned the countryside and shocked the Roman Catholic Church by seizing an abbey full of nuns at St. John's in Laon.
Did he moon all the nuns?
He probably mooned him with his penis. I was just
Is that really a mooning?
well, you know.
I think that's called a Saturning.
It's called a 2001 Space Odyssey obelisk.
Yeah, it's called the space dart.
I was going to call it the crescent moon.
That's a weird curve.
Depends on the pen.
It's a weird curve, man.
So with this whole habitus thing that was going on with knights,
Right.
knights were encouraged. It wasn't part of the rules. Remember, we went over all the rules.
Right.
There's nothing about attacking churches, but it was encouraged that knights avoided attacking and capturing Catholic churches and its inhabitants because the people that lived there were unable to defend themselves or bear arms.
Right.
So I was like, don't attack these people.
Don't pick on the wimps. Is essentially what that was saying.
They're useless. If you just stay outside and be real loud, they're going to stay inside and they won't be able to garden and they'll die on their own.
They'll drink a lot of beer.
Yeah.
That's like Sun Tzu shit right there.
And that will, you could just put one or two of your guys at the front entrance, just have them yelling and talking loud. They'll never come out. It's the same thing as attacking.
Yeah. Thomas was like, whatever. This isn't like a written code, so I didn't sign anything. So fuck off. I'm going to do it anyway.
Nice.
Look at this.
And and this act actually pushed habitus into being codified into what we now know as chivalry.
Okay, so he was the jerk that jerked so hard they had to actually write the rules down.
Right. It was about 50 years later or so, but he was like a main,
Wow.
like, this guy. Remember him?
This one.
We should probably write this shit down.
We don't want this again, do we?
Right, and part of chivalry included this truce of God, which after Thomas, if knights broke any of these spiritual laws, they faced excommunicating or worse.
Okay.
So,
Well, it's like what I said at the beginning of this. Chivalry is only for assholes.
yeah.
Nice people don't need it.
No,
because they're sweet.
you're just nice to begin
No.
with.
I hold the door open for you. I don't check the genitalia beforehand. Do you?
Pretty much whatever.
I'm
You know,
not-
like I'll hold the door open for anyone.
I'm about to stop holding the door open for people I work with because these stupid bitches are like, they just don't say thank you. Like, you just gotta say thanks when someone holds the door
Right.
open
Well,
for you.
you're choosing. Well, you know what?
Even the quick up nod.
Yeah, even an up nod.
This is the entitlement we gave women. I don't know about it.
It's not just women. It's just
No,
fucking
it's all
dudes
these
don't
cunts.
Oh,
even say.
it's about holding a door open for an old lady
Yeah.
who looks at you right in the face instead of going thank you, says chivalry's not dead, and then you go in your mind, I wish you were dead. You old fuck.
You know what I appreciate after opening the door for somebody? My man.
My man.
That's a
My
rare,
man.
That's a rare one. Like,
My man works all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
And my dude.
Yeah, my dude.
yeah,
My
that-
dude.
yeah, that's a little bit more updated. I'll do that from now on.
And don't assume a gender based on man or dude.
No.
Because those, you can say it to anyone.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you might get some looks, but like, you know, a lady opens the door, she opens the door for you. Say, my man.
Thomas,
man.
be the fucking change you want to see.
And then she goes, thank you.
I'm do. Thomas kind of didn't just not only like not spare the church, he kind of went out of his way to hurt them.
What a nice way. He did not spare the church.
Yeah, he didn't just spare he was actively just. So this archbishop dude was murdered, and he housed the murderers to keep them safe from the church.
He's aiding and abetting.
Yeah. Another thing was that he would set up recruitment sites along pilgrim routes to Jerusalem and offer the young warriors women and money if they joined him.
It's a good
You
combo.
like women? You like money? You hate Muslims? Hate Jews? You're our guy, my man.
Well, no, he was like, you don't want to fight those Muslims. Just fight for me. I'll give you some fucking money and ladies.
We'll find ladies. Don't worry about it.
You don't really need a marketing scheme for that. It's just money.
Yeah.
Ladies.
So the Church of France and the Papal Roman Church met and discussed Thomas. They're like, this guy is a bad egg.
Yeah.
It's a
not
terrible egg. He's ransacking our shit. He's killing our boy touchers, and he needed to be punished.
Yeah, we gotta be able to do our dumb shit.
Yeah.
We gotta stop him from doing his dumb shit on top of our dumb shit.
So
That was the sentence in which you were able to tell how many beers I had.
So they decided to properly excommunicate him and officially remove his sword belt of knighthood. Although Thomas wasn't there to, like, hand it in. They just said, your sword belt is not valid anymore.
They hired a mime.
Yeah, you're off the family plan, Thomas.
You pay for those night minutes.
Oh, you're done.
It was almost a spit take.
Remember minutes.
I am really happy I have to recall that.
They also declared Thomas infamous, which traditionally means a scoundrel who is unworthy of the name Christian. So,
Is that where infamous comes from?
yes, when you say someone's infamous,
You're not.
you're not worthy of being a Christian.
Oh. I didn't know that was the origin of that word.
Probably the archaic base.
Yeah, dog. Archaic based.
Well, I guess, like, what is it? Like 45% of Americans are infamous at the moment?
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
puts a damper on it.
Not worthy.
No.
You know, when everyone's infamous.
Nobody's infamous.
Now, Thomas really didn't give a fuck about any of that shit. He was like, yo, I'm just going to keep on killing church folk because it's working.
This is great.
Is
This
it
is the best
swerking?
Crusader ever. He just fucks up his own people. We got a rogue one.
An additional bonus to being wealthy and noble as a medieval European. Medieval. Medieval.
No.
Okay.
That's
One more
adorable.
time. One more medieval.
Do it again, Travis.
I'm gonna do
You know
this
why you
up.
should do it
I
again?
want to do again.
Oh, my God. Baby Travis.
Baby woo.
Tuck your umbilical cord in.
An additional bonus to being wealthy and noble in medieval Europe was, besides not having to live in shit huts or working manual hard labor until you drop dead or being used as a human shield.
I was about to correct you on shit huts, and then I stopped. Because they literally kept night soil in the cellar.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have to.
So the bonus was if you were knocked off your horse or incapacitated or captured, instead of killing you right on the spot or taking you as a slave, they kept you alive and sold you for ransom.
That's good money making.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair.
So one of the reasons why you see these nobles wearing fancy suits of armor is because it's like, yo, look at me, I'm rich, don't kill me.
Oh, so
right.
those are the guys you pick up.
Yeah, those are the guys you're like, oh, hit them over the head and fucking drag them off.
Right. No one's really perfected this armor shit.
Yeah, it's still got some kinks to work out.
Armor sucks back then.
I mean, it's okay.
It'll stop you from getting sliced, but not even really stabbed.
Yeah, stabbing, not so much.
Doesn't stop an Uzi.
It throws like 40 extra pounds on you.
Yeah, but I mean,
Actually, no, way more than that. Because it was like 75 pounds of shit for a full suit of armor that you could barely move in. And if someone had a Fred Flintstone club, they could just hit you over the head before you can put your hands up, and you're done already. Was it worth it?
You got a fast roll.
yeah, I mean, so if you want to talk about armor of the time, I can speak
Quickly, I know you know more
Travis
about it than I
is
do.
so erect right now.
It's so hard right now. So hard. So at the time, the early 12th century, armor was mainly like mail, like chainmail.
Okay.
And they'd wear like a nasal helmet. So it was like a little dome helmet with a nose piece.
Cool.
The suit of armor and all that shit wouldn't happen until way later, like a couple centuries later.
It was like 15th century, right?
Yeah, 15th century, that whole suit of armor thing.
Right. So
when you
those
see-
people are the dumbass idiots, ass.
Yeah, when you see like a Crusader movie and they're all wearing like full suits of armor, you could be like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Monty Python is dumb.
How'd that rabbit get through the mail?
Yeah, none of that really was real
But wait, they
for
don't
you
have
to know.
Thank you.
they don't have hand grenades.
None of it.
Okay, so where was that?
I don't know.
Okay, so right. If you're noble, they're gonna just capture you and sell you off for ransom.
Right, you're a pretty boy.
Well, usually under these code of knightly rules, you'd be kept, well off. You'd be fed. You're a fellow noble. You don't want to be disrespected.
Prisoner of war shit going
Right,
on.
exactly. Well, Thomas had some pretty twisted ways of getting his ransom from captured nobles.
All right.
In
I
the
like
wo-
this.
In the words of Abbot Gerbert, like the baby, Gerbert baby.
Gerber?
Yeah, Gerbert.
Is that
baby.
Gerbert?
Gerbert? Well, he's Gerbert.
Gerbert.
All right, so Abbot Gerbert
My name Abbot Gerbert.
said this, and this is 1,000-year-old French that was translated into English. So
You want me to read it?
Yeah, you want to read it?
Yeah,
Ooh.
why not?
Yeah, this will be a nice, shocking surprise.
go.
Here,
Yeah.
read the italic
Get the beers out of the
bits.
For when he was compelling prisoners to ransom themselves, he hung them up by their testicles, sometimes with his own hands,
way.
and those often breaking away from the weight of the body. There followed at the once the breaking out of their vital parts. Fuck.
Yeah, right.
That's brutal.
It is.
Jesus.
So it's like,
fuck.
hey, we got this boy. Knows how I'm lifting him? It's from his man boys.
Yes. Thomas would string people up by their balls until their balls snapped off.
Yeah.
Holy
Is what we're saying
fuck.
here. So he hung them up and used their nuts as truck nuts.
You ever see like the sausage link with the string still on it?
Yeah.
No, that really just I'm not playing that up. That made me actually nauseous.
I win. Yes, I've been trying for 2 years.
That's disgusting. Oh,
This
man.
is a special episode for Cody.
Jeez. That's the most brutal death
Yeah.
we've talked about.
No, it's not even a death.
It's not a
It's
death.
like, yeah.
Hold on, Thomas.
Yeah, he doesn't want to kill these
We're not-
people.
we're
You're
not
going to
done.
bleed out, though.
No, they'll be able to. They'll be able to.
There's a
stitch
lot of
up.
creativity before the bleed out.
Yeah. No, he doesn't want these people to die. He doesn't care if their nuts come
Oh,
off.
eventually.
And he doesn't want you to assume their gender either, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah, there's female testicles, too.
Those aren't testicles. That's just a paradise.
Fussy dice.
Fuzzy
You hung up over your perked clitoris.
Jesus. God damn, that dick is tiny.
Fuck us.
So Thomas is a dick, and everyone is complaining to Louis the Fat. They're like, "Yo, this guy is a sick fuck. Come deal with him. You're supposed to be king."
Right.
And so he's like, "All right. I'll deal with him."
Right after this pork chop.
Yeah.
Is that how you eat pork chops now?
Yeah, that's how the pork chop goes down.
Super easy and noisy.
So he had been, he'd been a little busy fighting the sworn enemy of his peoples, the English, who, again, for 1,000 years would be fighting each other until they decided they both hated the Germans, and now they're friends.
Oh, the enemy of my enemy is a German.
Yeah. So Louis the Fat mounts an assault against Thomas. It was very easy to take back the castle of Crecy. He just basically walks in, cuts down Thomas's men with no mercy, and sets the castle ablaze.
Great.
Mentioned flaming men blazing and Thomas the Fat coming in.
Louis.
Louis.
Did I say Thomas?
Louis the
No,
Fat.
you didn't say it, no.
I said that.
All right. So yeah, this easy victory sent a message to Louis' troops saying that God was on their side.
That's so easy to say that when you're winning.
Yeah.
Like Tom, I like when I'm beating you on Connect 4, I'm just like, haha, God is on my side.
I
now.
can't argue that.
Yeah.
I can't. Because he's not on my side.
No.
And Satan's not doing shit either. Nobody likes me. I'm going to go eat some worms.
Louis doesn't stop there. He pushes on to the castle Nougat.
Nougat?
Nuggets. That's called Castle Nugent.
Okay. Castle Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
Cat Scratch Fever. Bam, this is my Castle Scratch Fever.
I feel like
Castle.
Castle Nugent would be the most well-armed castle ever.
Yeah, dude. All kinds of illegal crossbows.
Yeah, grenade crossbows, I was just about to
It's
say.
basically like adult Home Alone. Like where things kill you.
Yeah.
And not just
Okay.
like hit
No.
you on the head all
No.
goofy.
Okay.
Although Home Alone's traps would kill you.
Okay, here's
Think about it.
Yeah.
Home Alone for adults is literally the Saw franchise. I don't understand how people don't see that. Like, Jigsaw is literally just Macaulay Culkin just with like 15 more years on
It's
it.
like, Michael Jackson didn't touch my butthole. And all I wanted was for Michael Jackson to touch my butthole.
You just gotta dial it up a little bit. Like, I'm gonna put nails on these paint cans.
And Macaulay Culkin now looks like Jigsaw.
Yeah, he's
so
like,
it all makes
That's
sense.
self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah,
would you
man.
like to play a game, bros? I did a lot of
You
heroin.
filthy animal.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so Louis is marching on to this castle Ted Nugent. And while he's on his march, a random dude comes up to him in the road. Just like some random guy.
What's up, dude?
Yo, man. And this guy is like, yo, I'm going to give you the shit on what Thomas has been doing. You won't guess what he's been doing.
He's a gossiper.
You won't guess what he been doing up there.
So he went to Lone and he burnt the city to the ground, all the holy sites. He murdered the bishop, Garland, and...
Oh, Judy.
Yeah, Judy Garland, and left his body on the road naked for the beasts to feed upon. And on top of that, nearly all the noblemen in the city suffered martyrdom because they were true to their faith and defended the Lord Bishop.
So this ticks off Fat Lou.
Fat Lou is pissed.
Right. And then in comes Stormtrooping by Ted Nugent. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Fat Louie's coming. Get ready.
You have a long time to get ready.
Yeah. About 3 minutes of this shit.
So Louis marches into Ted Nugent's castle.
I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, right? So he's marching to Ted Nugent doing the stormtrooping. And all of Thomas's men in the castle that survived the initial slaughter were fastened to gibbets, which are those cages that you see in the movies. Like, you see them in a lot of pirate movies.
Dangly cages?
They're like the dangly cage where, like, usually you just see a skeleton in it.
Where Warwick Davis finds Val Kilmer in Willow.
I don't know.
AKA
No. I'm asking you, but I also know. So those of you at
Yes.
home who have seen the movie, it's one of those.
the start screen of Uncharted 4.
I know that. Yes.
I win.
So he puts all the remaining Thomas's men in these gibbets and left them there.
Sounds like a racial slur.
Yeah, and left them there for the greed of kites, crows, and vultures.
It does sound like a racial slur.
Especially when I said kites. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently that's a bird.
You're fine.
So not a witness cage. You guys want to make out?
I mean, we can or
We're gonna-
cannot.
Yo, it's not gay if I put it in you, right?
It's not gay if we're gonna die right after.
It's not gay if it's not gay if it's already in you, right? You got a light?
So there's one more stop on Louis' route for Thomas, and that is Coucy, his main area.
Okay.
He's the Lord of Coucy.
Area
Coucy.
of operation.
Yeah. On the march, he sends out, and I'm not making this up, Count Ralph.
Hold on. No.
Count Ralph.
Count Ralph totally had a bowl cut.
If there was a bullshit Travis card, I'd
No,
be playing
I'm not
it right.
bullshitting. It's
Can we
Count
play
Ralph.
that? Can we play that? You put one deception in every episode you do, and Travis or Tom and I have one bullshit card we can play.
All right.
To like
All right, well,
suss you
next
out.
time.
Well, you took it there, so I would, but you already covered that.
And you're wrong, because it is Count Ralph.
For now.
So Count Ralph sends him out on a scouting mission to like scout ahead.
right.
Go
So
peep it.
They Ralph comes across a small group of Thomas's men. So he sends in his knights to engage the enemy. And lo and behold, he sees Thomas, who has already been knocked off of his horse, just like laying in the battlefield.
Oh, he's
Oh,
fucked.
okay.
So Count Ralph gallops up on his horse, gets off, and just stabs Thomas, like a mortal blow.
With what?
his sword.
Oh,
Damn, dude. And I'm imagining this Count Ralph looking like Stewart from Mad TV. All cross-eyed and blush-cheeked.
bowl cut.
I mean, that's what he was like. He just walked up to him like, you're dead, huh?
I do declare. It's,
Well, Ralphie boy fucked up because Thomas was still alive.
Oh.
What did he do? Did he stab him with a sword? Was it a sword or was it knockwurst?
That was a baguette.
Oh,
I'm like, dude, baguette.
Yeah.
So-
a tomlay du fromage.
So Thomas
Wait,
is
hold on. Explain that joke.
A tomlay du fromage.
What the fuck's Tomley?
Tom was laying on the
A
ground.
tom omelet.
Oh,
A
Tom. Oh. You see, I'm not used to hearing my name.
Drink this.
So Thomas was still alive. He's all fucked up. They take him captive and bring him back to Lone, and then lock him up.
Okay.
Like, you're a bad boy.
It's a slight upgrade from being dead,
Yeah.
but okay.
The next day, Louis demands Thomas set the merchants free that he had been holding without the right of due conduct.
It's like due process.
Due process.
Okay.
Okay.
Old-timey due process.
Yeah.
Let him go.
Let him go. Thomas refuses. I mean, he's dying on a bed, but he's still like, nah,
No, bro.
those are my merchants that I've have captive.
They're mine.
yeah.
So Louis like, all right, well, I'm gonna just free him anyway, but sure.
All right. Well, guess what, Tom? They're still in captivity. Just get out of
Yeah,
here.
air quotes after.
Fucking get out of here.
Fucking yeah.
He's in a hole.
Louis lets Thomas's wife visit him on his deathbed,
How nice.
which is nice.
Conjugals.
And Thomas seemed more pissed that he was losing his captive merchants than he was about to like die. And he's like, I'm gonna die, but my merchants.
My merch.
I'm just trying to imagine like an analog for that. Like you're on your deathbed and you find out like Amazon stock is going down. Like no, my portfolio.
My estate.
Oh. Thomas knew he was gonna die. This was I don't know exactly where this fucking Count Ralph hit him, but he's gonna die.
In the spleenus.
Anywhere. Spleenus?
Yeah, right. If you hit the spleenus on the just the right angle with your like third knuckle, it just kills a man. I've seen it.
What? Wait, is that the tip of your penis? Or the bottom of your penis?
The knuckle?
No, the spleenus.
The knuckle.
Oh, the moose knuckle.
Yeah, the knuckle.
All right. Let's get back into A few thousand years ago. 100 years ago.
I apologize for all of that.
So Thomas knew he was going to die, and even though he was excommunicated, Louis sent in a priest for him to do his final confession. So I guess they're like, this guy's fucked. He's an idiot. Let's let him do his last confession.
Yeah, well, dude, we won't even send in a reprieve.
I have a slight.
Be one of those merchants he captured.
I have a slight question. What does the process of excommunication mean? I know it means like, hey, you pretty much you're stuck with hell because you don't get the rights of the church. But like, what is a magic wand just waved and just being like, ha, you are excommunicated, or is there like a pink slip involved?
Well, you're also not welcome in Christendom. So
Right, but what's the ceremony like? How do
They
you
write
know?
your name above a urinal at the
Yeah.
Vatican. I don't know.
because you know you get those people that being like you've been served and they like leave papers at your like fucking
they probably
doors.
did that.
So you've been excommunicated.
Excommunicated.
It was probably decreed at some point.
I decree that this man has been excommunicated. I wrote it on my foreskin.
I'm going to say it in front of these poor people and this bird.
This Coucy.
As witness to God and this bird.
I see.
So even though he was excommunicated, they sent in the priest for the final confession.
Okay.
Thomas refused the offer of his final communication. Right? He's like, fuck that, I don't need God. God's a dick.
Yeah. I did my own shit.
Right.
My dad didn't even like me, and we hung out together. What?
And DMX
Yeah,
was there.
he was almost every day.
But as the pain grew in his body, he was like, you know what? I'm going to take that final communion.
God, I didn't mean it. Thank you for everything. He's my shitty dad.
Sorry, bro. So the priest enters the room and sorry, I'm drunk. The priest enters the room and prepares his final Eucharist.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Is that like the juice and shit?
It's a cracker.
It's,
the cracker
It's the
and the
body of
juice.
Christ. It's the blood of Christ. And it's a good, how you doing? Shake my hand. I'm the priest.
Right.
I mean, it's the one time the priest is allowed to put something in your mouth.
I never understood that. Yeah, you're right. I never understood that. The people who want the priest to feed it to him.
Yeah.
They're lazy.
Give it to me.
They're lazy
Give
fucks.
it to me, priest.
I don't know what it is, man. I think it's like it's a submission thing.
Yeah.
Like, give me that fucking cracker, you dick.
Do you know?
Give me that crap.
The priest gets so hard when he's like, "Yeah, let me put that cracker in your mouth."
Did I tell this story about the priest who had the lav mic on?
I don't think so.
What the fuck?
Okay, so when I went to a Roman Catholic church,
Yeah.
and I'll dox everything. No, it's fine. No, I went to a Roman Catholic church when I was younger, and there was this priest that he was relatively new. I'd only seen him a few months before, and he's given the 10 a.m. mass, which is the big one.
Right.
And out of nowhere, he's just like, "Excuse me," and then he goes into the back, and he's got a lavalier mic on because this church fits like 1,500 people. It's giant.
Whoa.
Right.
Yeah, it's a really big one. So there's a PA thing, and he's hooked up to the lav, and he starts taking a piss. And the sound guy doesn't turn him off. And he's just pissing, like, hard. Like, like that excuse me was very much needed. Didn't wash his hand.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. He comes back out, he does a thing, and people took
And
it.
everyone's like, "I don't know if I need to do communion this week."
Dude, you make holy water with the water you touch.
yeah.
Just wash the hands.
I just don't understand. It was one of the best days of my life. Because I actually sang in the choir at that point because my mom would beat me if I didn't. But she loves me.
All right, so that priest is doing that shit.
Good save, Tom. Good save.
The priest is doing that shit, and Thomas is ready to take his final communion. He's like, "All right,
I'm ready to take it.
here we go."
Here's the next
He
level.
lifts his head back to speak to the priest, and his neck twists back and broke on the spot.
Ooh.
What?
Okay.
Apparently, what happened?
So right before he went to chomp down that holy Ritz.
Right before he was about to speak all of his sins, his neck broke.
Makes a lot of sense.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty epic way to go.
Yeah, he must have been possessed, dog.
That's what I'm thinking. That's
Devil
what everyone
cracked
else
his
thought.
neck. Yeah.
I just had a fucking fat head that his neck couldn't hold up.
Yeah, or like I don't know, fucking Ralphie boy like might have hit his neck
Yeah.
too hard.
Oh, no, he's fine. Let me set him up for you. Oh, his neck fell over.
It was weird, Your Honor. I was massaging it with my fist, and this happened.
Yeah, why don't you feed him that peanut bread? Didn't work this time, did it?
So that was the year 1130.
He died then?
11:30.
1130.
That's my
He died at
birthday.
11:30 on 11:30 on 11:30.
Thomas Damar. Dead.
Yep.
So dead. Wow, that was fun.
11:30.
Yeah, our
What was
first-
his age? Do you know his age?
That was our first possessed person.
First possessed person and first Crusader. Because
Wow.
he fucking snapped that neck. He fucking made that neck pop.
Wow.
So 1073 and 1130.
Drunken math. Can we do it?
I'll edit it to be
50,
clean.
57.
I'll
Right?
take your word.
That's pretty fucking old for back
57.
then.
Yeah.
That was like, you had 30 grandkids by then age.
He had a couple kids. And funny enough, even though he did all that shit, his son that he named Angaron,
After
the
his
second,
shit dad.
after his shit dad, took over the Lord Coucy. So,
Oh, it came back to bite them in the dick.
yeah. I mean, he took over, but like he couldn't expand his territory and pretty much just lived a life of hunting.
Oh, okay.
I like coonskin hats.
But yeah,
Who doesn't?
that's our boy.
The raccoon. Oh, yeah.
Wait, why do I get applause?
Because
I don't
it's
know, that was a lot of
sexy.
fun.
Yeah, dog.
We're allowed to do that, right?
I'm hard.
It was French. It was sexy.
Oh, beautiful. Well, thanks again for bringing that in, Travis. Thanks for tuning in to the Rustmortem podcast coverage of Thomas de Marle.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a French idiot, and he's running crusades and wait, what was this? Oh, stormtrooping. Yeah, get ready.
Yeah.
Gotta go back
And he's
into
like,
that.
Thomas de Marle.
Marle. From The Walking Dead.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Yeah. You made
My
it.
name is Tom. You can find me on social media at Saunched, Twitter, SAUNTCHT. Bada bing. How you doing?
Remember when you couldn't spell your own handle?
Yeah,
like,
that
it was
took a
like
few
the first 6 episodes.
Yeah, this is a lot. My name is Travis.
Yeah.
You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram
Oh, yeah?
at Travis Legion.
How many E's you got in there?
2 E's.
Sexy.
Cool.
I am your Cody McCann for the evening. You can find me at Cody McCann on Twitter. CODYMCCANN.
And you could reach out to us on social media at RoastMortemCast on
Yes.
Instagram or Twitter, or hey, even shoot us a goddamn Gmail or go to our Facebook page that we don't pay attention
Yes!
to.
Yeah!
Yes!
Well, we got it. And
I
also,
sometimes post our episodes on Facebook.
yeah. Ooh,
If you found us on Facebook, let us know by...
finding us somewhere else. Thank you, Shane, for listening.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna do a thing.
Hi there. Do you like what you just heard? We'd love to hear back from you.
Yeah! You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah, that's it.
Roast Mortem Cast.
Yeah, that's right.
That's us. That's us.
And if you tag us on either one of those social platforms, we will write an obituary for you.
You sexy corpse, you.
Yeah, write in. We're going to write an obituary for you. Make sure you tell a friend. Give us a subscription.
Yeah, let us know how we're doing. How you're doing, too. I want to know how I'm doing, how you're doing.
It's just a good old no one doing fest.
A no one doing fest. That's right.
Don't do it. Do it.
Yeah.
For me.
Stick around right now for some obituaries and some outtakes.
Here we go.
Oh, shit. Some people died. Ghost child. That's the end of the episode. Where's Mike? Where the fuck is Mike?
I hate when he's not here.
Why is he not here? What an asshole.
Fuck that kid.
What a fucking dick. He didn't show up to the episode again.
If I see him kickflipping without permission again, I'm going to be mad.
He needs to wear a helmet, for fuck's sake.
He's doing 900s. He's fucking like, he's not even using elbow guards.
Yeah, he's doing 900s without permits and shit.
Well,
vicious.
you made
know
the
what?
other
And
episode.
he actually, just to add to
Yeah.
that dead joke even more, he entered the X Games and got a 0.
That's impressive.
Good for him. Congratulations, Mike.
Yeah.
Woo! You got a 0 in the X Games.
Wherever the fuck you are, Mike, you enjoy this.
So you made it to the end of the episode. We're gonna do a little bitchies. Little bitchies for people that tweeted at us
Thank
or
you.
Instagrammed at us, or you could even just like Facebook us.
Oh my God, so exciting!
Or Gmail. You can Gmail our faces.
Cody, who's the first person on the obituary?
The first person on the obituary is not Phineas. He's tweeting sexual things on our Twitter, retweeting. Good fan.
Oh, he found one of our flyers on the L train.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's for Langston Hughes.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was the Lombardo train.
No, it's for Langston.
The lasagna train. It comes in.
Because they do like trumpets and shit on that.
Music's good.
Just in case
Spotted
you're
our
wondering, try
flyer.
music if you haven't.
Well, also, believe it or not, he's to my immediate left for... Now, I want to say the latest Waifu Wars, but I don't know when you're going to read this. What episode would that be, like 7 or something?
I think 8.
8. I was on Waifu Wars. Asterios' Waifu Wars, episode 8. I'm next to Phineas. He's a stand-up guy. I'm going to kill him with anime.
Was that hentai?
Yeah. If you want to fucking cut blue anime hair,
Is that yaoi?
that is
Okay,
hentai,
cool. Just
yes.
keep doing
Yeah, if you
it.
want to see exclusive content, go to patreon.com/stereos.
Yeah, you can do that too. We're doing Phineas and I doing Waifu Wars. I don't remember what he picked. He picked something weird, and I've never heard of it. It was good though because he defended it. And then at one point he was questioned on his waifu's figure, and it was like, and Phineas was overeager to be like, look at my waifu's figure, look at this, and he pulls out his phone and he tries to play something, but it's on daily motion. Because YouTube doesn't allow that bullshit hentai anymore, so just fucking pop-up ads everywhere, and we were just mammothly overwhelmed with memories, just boobs, a boob tidal wave as far as the eye can see, and you know, proper to anime fashion, Phineas just instantly bled through his nose. All the blood he had just left through Phineas,
Like a Master Roshi
yeah,
type
like
shit.
Master Roshi looking at Bulma's
Boobies.
tackle.
Bait 10
Yeah.
tackles.
And I also succumbed to similar fate. So that's how Phineas and I died simultaneously
So many bobers.
after Waifu Wars. We just got overwhelmed with 2D boobs.
It's amazing, really.
Fuck
It
yeah.
happened so quickly, like a Cat 5 hurricane.
Well, what is interesting about hentai and anime boobies is that they skip the 3D realm that we live in, but they skip right to 4D, and they'll fuck your life up.
And they skip physics, dude.
It's
Imagine if,
fucking-
like, physics didn't exist. Imagine if Isaac Newton was like, an apple just was bouncy.
yeah, an apple just bouncy and just
a
fluid
good point,
filled.
Yeah, right? I know. I'm saying I'm like a physicist.
There's nothing you can do, man. And you know fucking Einstein. You know fucking Isaac was like all pent up because he didn't.
Yeah, no, he didn't know about bouncy tits like anime style, but
Yeah.
that's cool. We can. All right. So the
Wow.
next person is Emily, and she is from Montana.
Oh,
Montaigne.
Yeah, there's an Enye over the Montana, but
There-
we don't write it because it's America.
Wait, Enya's
Yeah.
from Montana?
Well, no, I mean if you spell Montana,
That's how she sings, right?
yeah, all the things you said, and her name is Sifera Rose on Instagram.
M. Safara Rose.
sexual.
Yes.
Thank you.
So she's from Montana. She likes pooches. I saw
Hey.
a couple pictures of pooches.
That's cool.
So you know they do like controlled explosions on mountains where
Where you-
it's
what?
snowy,
Okay.
right?
No, but sure.
Okay, go for
You don't
it.
know about that.
I don't know anything.
So like when it gets all snowy on a mountain, they'll set off a little like tiny nuke.
Oh, to clear an avalanche?
Yeah, to clear an avalanche.
Okay, you got to leave that part in.
Yeah. So she was strolling down her local avenue next to this giant mountain in Montana.
Oh,
Keep saying Montana fucked up every
Yeah.
time. It's going to make this a lot better.
Montana. And they set off this like little mini explosion. But this mountain was filled with pooches.
Mountain pooch, eh?
Mountain pooches.
How's
None
that
of them
possible?
were hurt. None of them were hurt at all. But they all like pooched down the mountain.
Okay. Well, we all know that pooches land on their 4 feet
Yeah.
if
You
they're
can't
dropped.
stop it.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of pooches, like a pooch avalanche, right? And so she's like, "Oh no, the pooches!"
Okay.
Because like pooches are fun, but like when there's a bunch of them, it's too much.
yeah,
spawns.
there's a too much of everything, and pooches are not excluded.
Yeah. So she gets caved in by these pooches.
Uh-huh.
And first thing that you do if you're in an avalanche is you spit.
Yes,
This is
that's
actually
true.
a
Yep.
real
I know.
tip.
Yep.
I'm not too drunk to tell you this is a real tip.
You spit when you're encased in ice,
And
or,
if the
or dog.
Yeah, if the spit hits you in the face, guess what? That's not Up. That's not the movie Up.
Interesting phrasing. All right.
No.
If it falls,
No.
if it falls down, it means that like, guess what? That's where down is.
No, if you spit up and it hits you in your face, you're looking up.
All right, well, whatever.
Especially in Montaigne.
Cody. Well, she's
I'm sorry. That's
Montaigne.
right. Montana's south of the equator. This goes the other way.
That's
Thank you.
right.
Tom,
Montaigne.
thank you for reminding me.
So she figures out which way she's oriented, and she starts petting all the pooches
Right.
to get to the surface.
Okay.
She just pets them, and they move out of the way.
Great.
Because of the tail centripetal force.
She reaches the top. Her face just sticks out the top. She's like, I made it air, real air, not pooch poops.
Pooch
You know,
breath.
because they're all pooping.
All right.
Because there's a lot of pooches.
Oh.
I
at
understand.
once.
All right.
No. I
And then
don't.
a Wolverine comes out and claws her face off, completely off.
Leave the
Wow.
dogs alone.
Oh, the dogs are fine. Why would
Okay.
the Wolverine go after the dogs? They
I
go
don't-
after the fucking face.
Well, rest in peace.
Yeah, dogs don't have faces.
It's a face-off, really. It's a classic. What do you call that? A Nicolas Cage twist?
Yeah, well, you know,
Those are good.
just
Remember
hire me.
who was
Hire
in
me
that-
for movies.
He was in that movie with a little kid, and he was just like, "See dead people."
Oh, Hook?
See, yeah.
No,
Hook.
that's Bruce
Yeah,
Willis,
Hook.
dude.
When he was in Hook.
Yeah, that was good.
That was cool.
That was amazing when he was in Hook.
Beautiful.
All right, so Tom, did you bring anyone to the table
All
to die?
Close us out, Tom.
Let's.
I'm gonna have a drink.
Oh,
I don't want to kill anyone.
oh, thanks, Tom.
You're doing this again.
I am. I'm not killing anyone tonight.
What a nice guy. Tom is the
Yeah.
nicest guy on our show.
Thanks for tuning
How
into the
many
Roast Mortem
stars?
podcast. I am done with killing
Wow.
people this evening.
As he fills his drink up with whiskey.
That's right.
Wow.
This is a Irish whiskey, and I'm gonna kill myself. Let's go.
Slowly over time, though.
Stick around for
That's
outtakes and idiots that do things.
We love
Shaboink.
There's Tom playing smoke goalie for Cody.
Smoke on my dad.
Smoking bad things.
Have you ever smoked in the bathtub?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that just
Sunday.
happened
Yes.
for you.
Silence, Lego. Silence, Lego.
Silence!
Legume.
Mushroom?
Lago.
Bean. Silence, bean. Bean.
All right.
Ready? If you fuck this up, you have to
Hairy
swig the
umbilical
whiskey.
Okay. My hairy umbilical cord. Yeah, dog.
This is the worst, like, tasting episode ever.
Yeah.
I feel like I do all the worst tasting episodes with Terrare and
Yeah. Wait,
Tonight's been pretty bad. Hairy umbilical cord is up there. Yeah.
Can you imagine that foreplay mix-up?
oof.
Ugh.
Ugh. All right. So I'll try
Yeah, just imagine the happy trail that just keeps going into your mom. All the way down to your belly button across the cord.
to. Ooh.
Yes.
Where does me begin and the pubes end? Where the me end and the pubes begin?
Jump my puberty rope.
Yeah, your dad tries to cut it, but it just dulls on the hair.
Oh no.
All right. So
Ravensburger Gold Crypt.
Ravensburgers made of dicks. Ravensburger, have a clit. Ravensburger, puzzle time, golden rhymes. Let me tell you how this poem goes. I don't know, 'cause it's prose. That's a key to the next episode that we do. Keep in mind that my pros are very much pro. I will stay in line for the good of the podcast. Understand me now, boys.
yeah. Savannah.
Come and eat you.
Oops. Excuse me.
All right.
Yeah.
Did I steal something?
Just look for more beer.
Oh,
I have beer here. All behind me.
just looking for more beer. Whoa, you lucked out.
Wow, that's like a gold clover. Gold?
You got that
Clover.
Miller Lite.
Sandwiches.
What do leprechauns do?
Give out
I
Miller
know what
Lite.
they are, but what's their function?
They're assholes.
Yeah.
They're just kind of like bad dudes or dudettes.
Mean little Irish midgets.
They don't know how to party. I don't know why we depict them as happy. Leprechaun the movie is the most accurate thing we got. They don't want you to have their gold.
Never listen to the Venga Boys.
Do you guys ever see Leprechaun 4? Leprechaun in Space?
In the Hood?
No,
Oh.
in Space. 5 is in the Hood.
5 is in the Hood. No, I never seen Space.
Well, in the Space one, there's a scene where it's like two of the characters about to get sexy, and then the guy's like, "Oh, you're going really hard on my junk." And the girl's like, "What are you doing? Don't worry about it." And she's like, "I'm not even touching it. I'm not even touching it." He's like, "Oh, my dick hurts." And then his dick gets really big, and then the leprechaun comes out of his pants.
Whoa!
Like it turned into his dick, and then he bleeds out.
That's different.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, and that's Warwick Davis, and he's in
Really?
Willow, which is
Oh.
a kids movie.
And he's also in Skinned Deep.
He's in Skin Deep, which is
Harry
also
Potter.
a kids movie.
Don't forget Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter. He was in all the Lucas films, really, every single one of them.
Wait, which
Star
one was
Wars.
he in Harry Potter? He was Hagrid?
He was at the Bank of Money.
Gringotts.
Oh, all right. Gingis.
Yeah, he's like, now. Go! Oh, scary, I'll bite you.